welcome. We are back in Chandler. No more Tucson. I was there for 16 days, and wow, I'm glad to be home. Super glad to be home. You might ask, well, what were you doing there? What were you doing? 16 days. Yeah, I was busy. I had a lot of fun. Kind of the first week I was there, I bought inventory for myself and also for my company. And the second week I was there, one of our friends was really super kind, set up a TV studio like little corner where I could film conversations and interviews with people. And I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was great. In the Outer Spacers Meteorite Media Lounge.
We're in space.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you setting this up. It's really nice to be able to sit down and to talk with all my friends.
Yeah, shout out to Outer Spacers for sure.
I want to have a conversations with series, and we do, with collectors, with classifiers, with hunters. We're taking that to the next level. This year, I pre-recorded about 10 different conversation interviews with people, and I'm just going to edit them, make them rich, full of content. When we talk about something, we're going to put it in there. We have trips to the Atacama Desert recovering 20-pound meteorites. We have a bunch of really cool stuff. Aerolite, Outer Spacer, just a few collectors, some people here on the crew were actually interviewed. I can't tell you who they are now. You're going to have to pay attention in the upcoming year and pay attention to these videos. It's going to be a labor of love, and it's going to give you a little bit deeper look into who the community is full of. It's full of great people, and this is going to be an opportunity over the next year to get to know some of them in detail. They're only like 20-minute interviews, so they're not going to be that, super hard to watch, but hopefully you'll enjoy those. So that's the Conversations with series coming up this year. Now, all right, now we're moving into show and tell, so I figured I'd show off the 4 pieces that I was able to secure at the auction. The first one, and this is kind of one, it's an amazing piece, but it's a very common meteorite, but just an abusively beautiful sample of it. This is Abba Panu.
That is a pretty one, and it's amazing it's only a 3.6.
Yeah, there is so much in this one.
It's really pretty. I picked it up and I was immediately like, wow, this is a nicer Abba Panu than any of the ones in our inventory.
Yeah, I would have thought it would have been a lower petrographical.
Yeah, it shows really good cluster chondral and pretty decent.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Bingo. Nice.
You beat me to it, Joe.
Lines of matrix around the chondrals, but this is why you have to kiss a lot of frogs.
Yeah, yeah. So that is Abba Panu. That is, I don't have a scale in front of me, but it weighs something. So there it is, like 70 grams, something like that. This is an NWA 13789. It's a 42-gram diagonite, and it has a nice crust line on it.
I remember when that one came out. That's a very pretty meteorite.
The only drawback to it is it was listed and offered as a dual litho diagonite, but we all know that it's not really dual litho. It's weathered.
Mm-hmm.
I like that weathering though. I think it looks cool.
I know. I absolutely love it.
What part is the weathering? Is it
this?
Okay.
This is the virginal.
Yeah, it's odd that the unweathered part is at the edge, but you'll notice that's where the crust is too.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, super interesting stuff. Look, you can just see all the big crystals growing together in there. Yeah,
nicely lapped too.
Yeah, beautiful job on it. Yeah, so that's my diagonite slice. Yeah, the only time I got excited during the auction when they said no reserve, I'm like, I'm in. I can be out of the gate first on some of these. This one is an absolute gorgeous, beautiful piece. I don't know what the NWA number is on it, but it's a mesosiderite. And it's a B2 mesosiderite.
A lot of iron.
No, I love heavy metal. This is really beautiful, full of silicates too. So that is beautiful. Even Sue and I were saying the unfinished side is actually a better way to look at it.
Yeah, I totally, yeah. It was hard to see past the shine on the other side.
Yeah, because if I hold that at the same angle on this one, it's
Oh yeah, you don't see as much of what's there.
yeah, you can't see it really in one look. But
Oh,
this
I
gives you a
like
good,
that. Yeah.
yeah, it gives you a good look at the different brecciations in there.
Wow.
And then it's, where was that? This right here is a
Beautiful
weird
thick
shaped one.
slice.
It
Yeah,
probably
it is a nice thick slice. Yeah, I was super happy to get this. I was like, wow. And then because this wasn't big enough, I had to get a bigger iron. And I
Bigger?
really did not expect to get this. This is not NWA. This is Agudal.
Uh,
Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
Ooh,
Huge
that's
slice of Agadal.
pretty big.
That's a keeper.
It's a
Yeah.
kilo.
It's a keeper of a kilo.
Yeah, very interesting inclusions.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
another hieroglyphics dead language sort of character stone
Yeah.
in those inclusions too.
Oh yeah.
You can imagine that chiseled into a piece
Hi.
of granite
Where's it?
place.
I thought that looked like the pi symbol upside down.
I thought
That's
it looked
the
like a dude
witch.
with a weird hat holding a big log in front of him.
I totally see that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, this right here, this is what I would consider the back of the slice, and this is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, you should put that through Google Translate.
I know, I'm like HOCE.
Yeah.
Pretty much what my guesses looked like when I messaged Sue, thanks to autocorrect.
And it comes in with a built-in bottle opener. So
Oh, you can't beat
Oh,
that.
yeah, so you can try it out after you pay for it.
Yeah,
Not a
it's a
moment
slice.
before. Yep. This is some Pallasite that we got. I'd like to have the crew identify what Pallasite it is.
Oh my God.
That's the titanium Pallasite, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's unusual.
I think I've seen some
Cool.
heat treated Simchan that does that.
Yes.
We have a winner. Well, it is really so many different colors. Like now, Getty, are they doing it with heat or is it electrical current?
That's a good question. My initial thought was heat, but
Yeah,
I'm not certain.
but there's so many different colors that are very saturated and they're very close to each other. I almost wonder if this wasn't titanium plated or something.
Yeah, I thought it was galvanized with something besides tin.
Yeah, so if you titanium plated it and then went at it with a small torch, you could get different colors in different areas.
How
Yeah.
cool looking is that stuff?
Yeah, I'd say they used a map gas torch.
I want to make a necklace out of one of these.
Oh yeah, that would make great
Those
jewelry.
Reminds me of labradorite.
Yeah.
How expensive did these wind up being, Topher, just in round numbers? Are we talking?
Not very. Well, I didn't know if you guys would look at them and go, holy crap, why'd you buy damaged meteorites? They're so ugly. No, but you know what? We have a lot of people contacting us and saying, hey, I'm going to make jewelry out of stuff. Do you have a Fukang or an Escal? No, but I have some heat-treated Semchan for you.
Right?
Yeah, you're gonna make jewelry out of a Fukang? Good luck with that.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh, show the sides. Oh, it's so cool. They're rounded.
She loves the
Toucan.
fact that
Toucan.
it's not the maybe it's not the meteor that's around it, it's the epoxy.
Yeah.
I just like it, okay?
Oh my
It's okay,
Steve-
Sue.
Steven guessed it.
Yeah.
Were all of those terpenes epoxied like that, or are they brittle?
No.
Or
No. Well, I think they were, or big slices were. I saw two big full slices. One was coated, one wasn't. And I've seen these uncoated and coated.
This one seems kind of hard to look at under the light in the light box. Like, is
Yeah, it's
anybody
weird,
else
isn't
seeing
it?
all the lines across it?
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
what? I thought you were using that like handheld, like crazy light that you have, but I'm like, no, that you're using the light box, and I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm seeing all these lines. Not right
Well,
now. Yeah, when you turn it to the side, it stops. So
Yeah,
that's
it's really
crazy.
it's like look at that. Now it's good.
Yeah, and if you looked at it with reflected cross-polarized light, it would cancel out those surface reflections off the epoxy.
Yep.
What about double polarizing?
Oh Jesus.
Is
Hey,
it bad?
Pat, could you highlight me for a second, then come back to this one?
Yes.
I wanted to talk about this because Steve got it correct. This is Turpan 003. And if you look at the texture of the metal that we were looking at, the structure of it, it looks very similar to the metal structure within the metal blebs of Tacita 004. And there's another H5 melt around that time, 15.
NWA 14488.
Thank you. It looks really super similar to that metal in those blebs. So wrap your mind around this. Those metal blebs inside of, let's say, Tacit 004, because it's easier to say, those are basically metal bleb inclusions. The metal was melted, squeezed together, and formed these little inclusions. Let's go bigger and go bigger and bigger and think of the biggest asteroid you can and how big a metal inclusion could be in that meteorite or in that asteroid. That's what they theorize that Turpan 003 is. It is a large metal inclusion that was inside a stony or some other parent body. And through maybe terrestrial weathering or entry burn or whatever, or collisions in space, it came out, it fell to Earth. It was the only part that survived the free fall or the burning, or the only part that survived the weathering. But that's really amazing to think. I was holding a slice of it like this big, and that could be a slice of an inclusion that was inside another meteorite. Wow.
Yeah, and the texture of it speaks to much more rapid cooling than normal iron action too. Almost a quench crystal sort of pattern.
It's super unique. Yeah. So I bought some stuff and I don't really know if it's mine to keep, if Sue will let me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if you see something you like, make an offer, because if Sue has an offer, she's probably going to accept it and turn me down.
Yeah, because I didn't get any really pretty earth rock crystals this year.
Yeah.
And I'm a little salty about that.
No elephants either?
No elephants either.
No.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, the Bondoc nodules are so cool. Yeah, and you got to wonder, how in the heck did all of these Bondoc nodules part company from the meteorite? The big body.
Super simple. I'm glad you asked. Actually, when I think, was it, maybe you guys, those in the IMCA who we were watching the video of Dr. Garvey give us our dinner talk will know the answer to that question.
I know.
I will tell you now. Does anyone know? They can just take it over.
I know.
Go for it.
So when one of the things Dr. Garvey said was they had some stones that were in wood cases and they were stored away. They were big pieces of Bondoc. And over time, the iron part, or the most of the meteorite had limonite corrosion, and it degraded down, and it just left these nodules in these cases. So part of that is some of those from ASU and other places where the meteorite degraded around these nodules, and the nodules were the only thing that was left.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you, Chris Monk. By the way, guys,
Weathering is bad.
Chris Monk, a perennial all-star of our Hangouts, has been recently promoted to the vice president office in the IMCA. So congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Wow.
Congrats, Chris.
Thank you. And by the way, Chris, I just want to let you know that we're all proud of the work you're doing. This is something that I bought for myself personally. I think I showed this to you on a webcam, which is a crime on this channel. Look at how beautiful it is in person now, because on the webcam, you guys are like, no. This is my Muoniana Lusta letter opener.
Yeah.
Dum, dum, dum.
That's nice. Yeah, it looks way better here.
Yeah. I am loving this thing. It's such a luxury. You know what I mean? Like, no one needs a Muoniana Lusta letter opener, which is the exact reason why I got it.
Topher spin in the observatory with a letter opener.
And is that one rhodium plated?
That's awesome. A little clue on the channel tonight, guys.
Almost certainly rhodium plated.
Yeah.
Now, Topher, if you cut a bill in half with that magic letter opener, does it make the bill disappear?
I don't know. Send me $100 and I'll let you know. I'll shoot video for the channel. Sue is a big fan of Pallasites, so she wanted me to show this one off. Sue was actually telling me yesterday that she doesn't think anyone on the crew is smart enough to figure out what Pallasite this is. That's
I
what she
did
said.
not say that.
That's what she said.
No, nobody believes you.
That's what she said.
Wow, cool crosshatch action inside the edge. That's really unique.
What?
Is that the Russian Sergio?
It's not the Russian Saracho, but it is Russian. Gabor Zang.
Gabor, what?
No.
Gabor Zenga?
Guy Reb Zing. Guy Reb Zingbo. No, Guy Reb Zangbo. This is not.
Bingo. Beautiful.
You did that on one of the live streams from Tucson. I was like, oh my God, everyone's probably wondering like
this
if you were off your meds.
Is from Belarus.
Is this the one that Mark had the pictures of Putin on the labels?
Yeah, no. That's Borzia. Yeah. No, this is as Cal said. I think it was Cal.
Cal and Stephen guessed it too.
This is Brahin. Or if you ask a Russian, it's Bragin.
Oh, Bragin.
But a beautiful, beautiful piece with a lot of translucency to it.
So if you own that, you would have. If you own that, you would have bragging rights.
Let's go to this. Does anyone know what this is? Or what type it is, I should say.
Diagonite.
Diagonite. Thank you, guys. You're all rock stars, and I love it. And this is beautiful, but I didn't buy it for this side. You guys want to see the other side?
It's crusted. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my.
Meteorite porn.
Surprisingly unfriable too.
I know. Now, this is one of those that I want and will be putting in my personal collection unless Sue doesn't let me. Yeah, this one just spoke to me so much. I was like, yes. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful piece of diagonite. Can't wait to cut it. No, joking. Now, I wanted to show you something and see if you guys could guess the meteorite. And these are exemplary examples of this. What? Is it an Taxite?
No.
Or does it have Wittgenstein?
Dronino.
Not
I want to say
Dronino.
Dronino.
That's
Geb-
not it.
It's not
Gebel
Dronino.
Kamil.
Chinga.
It is Gebel Kamil. Yes.
Gebel
Gebel
Kamil.
Kamil.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Gebel Kamil. You're kidding.
Yes.
It's so hard to believe, like when you see so many of those that are all like that patina's just like orange, rusty, and they just look all bent up and shrapnel. I can't believe that it turns into that.
The last slices you guys had of that were the star of the one live sale.
Yeah. Well, I did it again. I high graded. Took me a while, but these are, look at that. There's
That
so
one is
much going on
gorgeous.
in these
I
slices.
would love to look at that pattern under a microscope.
Well, we'll let you know how much it costs.
Oh, there's some folding around
Yep.
the corner of it there too.
Mhm. And all of these metals right here, this exact, because people were saying Gyrob Zangbo for the last thing or earlier, but if you look at this, that is what Gyrob Zangbo metal looks like. It has that dark center with a really fine light outline on it, and it just looks super interesting. So I got a few of these. So there's one. I'm just going to go through them real quickly to show you guys because they're amazing. See, I told you I should get those off.
And I was like, well, if you turn it the other way, I'm like, they look like witch hats.
Oh yeah.
That just plays in the light.
It is amazing. No matter how you look at it, there's something cool going on. Whether there's no reflection or like all reflection. Yeah. Just super inclusions.
Wow.
Got everything.
Yeah, they are like buttery smooth and soft,
Yeah.
just super, super.
There's a sister slice to that one.
These were nicely prepared too.
Yes, yes. The prep guy on this was offended, and rightly so, when I had put the chosen the ones I wanted. He obviously knew I cared about the ones I wanted because I looked through them long enough, and I accidentally stacked them on top of each other to weigh them. You don't do that in his shop.
Heresy.
Yep. You don't do that in his shop. You can weigh them. Look at that.
That's the Roadrunner at full speed.
I don't have
You
a
need to
scale in front of
bang.
me, but they feel like they're 30 to 40 grams, something like that. Pow. Just, yeah, these are
I think
absolute-
there's like, they start at like 18 or 19 and go up to like 42, I think. Something like that.
I'm trying to find, there we go. I'm trying to find the angle to show you the pattern. These are, you don't usually see that, man. This is beautiful. Yeah.
I know, I've been trying to get him to get more of these since that live sale you were talking about, Pat.
Now I'm thinking I should have bought some of the lower quality ones too, because they were still nice. Wow.
Which iron is that? Sorry, I came in late.
These are
Gebel Kamil.
Gebel Kamil.
Gebel Kamil. All right, thank you.
From
Gebel Kamil.
Gebel Kamil.
Yeah. Very, very cool pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun digging through them. It was a good time. Here, I think there's only one last thing to show you. There is no way that Sue can say no to me because I'm a hell of a guy. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is the new piece of Mars that is in my personal collection. This is NEA 053, and this is an ultra rare slice that has 3 lithologies.
Looks a lot better here than when you were showing it on the webcam.
Yeah. All this up here has like long grains and has a band coming through here of smaller grains. And then these are going this way. Then there's melt pockets.
Wow. That's a shock, I guess.
You can really see it on this side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's shocking.
I'm
All right.
just super
That's the
amazed.
second corny joke that Ben has told tonight, so I
Yeah.
might be putting that as a bingo card.
Oh,
next, 'cause Ben told the corny joke.
Nice. Yeah. So I was able to get some other ones. Again, I high graded as soon as the package arrived. I was the first one to dig through them. Well, no, that's not a lie. That's a lie. I was not the first one to dig through them. John Humphreys, man, that dude, he's spry. No. But no, I got to these right away, and like, look at that. You can totally see the dual lithology in this one.
Yeah, it's very distinct. Those are awesome.
Very
So
pretty.
here's another one. I got like 4 or 5 of it. This is a cool slice because it actually has the externalness of the stone on it, but it's not on the face of it. It's weird. They lapped this as the face, but I actually like this side better.
Those were expertly cut too.
Yeah. This is the one that was like the hottest Mars in Tucson, besides Robert Ward's, that you can't buy.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, this is a super fresh one, and I can show you that it's fresh because unlike Umgala, this has fusion crust on it. Here's another one, almost like a spin effect texture up here. I'm not quite sure. May just be the alignment of the grains, but yeah, super nice, super fresh. And then this is the only one that I bought that's not a slice, because how are you gonna say no to this?
Ooh, sweet crust.
That's gorgeous crust.
That's another obvious tell that this is a fresh fall and not like Umgala. Because have you guys never seen any crust like that on Umgala?
No.
001? No. Yeah. So that's super interesting. I really enjoyed those pieces and picking them up. Like I said, I am a collector and I want them in my collection. I have a wife. That's the only obstacle to that plan, because I'd rob banks if I had to. I'm going to be showing you guys 2 rocks now. These are the group classification unclassified rocks. So we put a bunch of people together, wanted to be in the Met Bowl. We want to be in there as a group. We want to have it purchased from people that we are, we always talk about Muhammad Ismaili and also Muhammad Hamani. Ismaili Muhammad and Muhammad Hamani. So we talk about them all the time. We're friends. We visit them all the time in Tucson. And I thought it'd be cool to buy the stones from them, so they are listed in the provenance as well. And both of them were really tickled pink that we would include them and go out of our way in order to get the rock from them, or at least give them an opportunity to earn our business. But I got 2 picked out. I'm going to show you the first one first and the second one second. The first one is we have to weigh it. It's 9.55 kilos or something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, so let me zoom out. Boom. Okay. Yeah. So I don't have, oh yeah, hold on. I do have a scale cube.
Why don't we use a marble?
We don't have any marbles. So this one I was putting at an L, but it's got some really good character and really good stuff going on in there. This side is a good side of still their crust. This side shows nice shock veins running through it.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Another beautiful patch of fusion crust there. And then, yeah, see there?
Oh yeah.
And then this whole side.
Couple of dimples.
Wow. It's definitely 10 kilos, man. But there's some good stuff. There's some good stuff hiding in this rock. So this is the 9.5 kilo one that was meteorite number 1 for the crew. Yeah, so that's that. I think it's beautiful, and I think it's going to be fun. That's what Daniel Shake's going to be doing the classification video on for us. Here is rock number 2. It's the smaller one. I think it's 3.8 kilos or thereabouts. Has patches of fusion crust all over it. Also has shock veins coming through and going all around here. Let me zoom out so you guys can see a better picture. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah. This has regmaglyphs all over it. It's really, really pretty. Yeah. I don't know if that's coming through or not, but there's.
Oh, it is.
Really, okay, good.
Yeah, they're channels. Some of them are channels.
Yeah, like look at these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this. I'll have to look at this a little bit more, but maybe not. I was thinking it may show signs of orientation, but I don't know. But yeah, just so however we cut this, you're gonna get some crust or you're gonna get some shock veins, and like this right here, these are raised shock veins right here. So yeah, I'm really happy with the decisions and the purchase that I made. Some shock veins going all through here as well. I think these are going to be fun. I think this is I'm hoping this is an H. It's a low metal H or a high metal L. But there's places like right there, it is just like super magnetic too, than other places where it's not. But overall, like right there, is again, this whole area right here is super strong. So I'm really curious. Sue says this will be classified as an H/ or an LL/H or an H/LL, something like that. All right.
Yeah.
So those were the last 2 that I wanted to show off. Well, good deal. Well, I am thankful that everyone was able to join us today for our show and tell recap of Tucson 2025. If you enjoyed the video montage that Sue put together with all the cuts from the conversations interview that I had, please stay tuned to the channel. If you want to see a bunch of behind the scenes stuff that we don't feel like editing, that we're just going to put up, join as a member on Patreon or on YouTube. We definitely appreciate you backing us and supporting us weekly. We try to educate you weekly. Have a great week.